Welcome to this explainer. I am honestly so glad you're here. You know, it literally breaks my heart to see students prep for months and months, cramming vocab, perfecting those essays, only to totally panic over logistics on the actual exam day. So think of me as your highly organized big sister guiding you through this whole maze today. We're going to tackle the complete IELTS registration process, plus all the major exam day rules, step by step, so you can just focus entirely on getting that absolute best score. So here's our quick roadmap for today. First, booking your IELTS exam. Second, passport and payment rules. Third, surviving exam day. Fourth, strategies for the sections. And finally, results and final checklist. I promise to systematically demystify this whole process for you and take that logistical anxiety right off your shoulders. Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, booking your IELTS exam, laying the foundation. Getting your booking correct from day one is absolutely essential to prevent some pretty massive headaches later on.
Right off the bat, before you do anything else, you have to make a fundamental choice between IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training. Academic is primarily for things like studying abroad, university admissions, and professional registration. General Training, on the other hand, is mostly for PR applications, migration, and work visas. Please choose carefully here, because picking the wrong test type can create severe complications for your specific goals down the line.
Next up, you need to pick your format, computer-based or paper-based. Now, let me bust a massive myth right here. The difficulty level, it's exactly the same in both formats. No way around it, it really just comes down to your personal comfort. Computer-based offers faster results, the sheer convenience of typing, and more test dates. But if you prefer the traditional writing format or just kind of aren't super comfortable with typing, paper-based is perfectly fine too.
Now, the actual online registration maze is actually really straightforward when you go through the official IELTS partners. Step 1, you select your type and format. Step 2, choose your city and preferred exam date. Step 3, upload your passport copy. And Step 4, complete your payment. That's it, the whole shebang. Once successful, you'll get confirmation emails with all your vital test details. Moving right along to Section 2, passport and payment rules, the non-negotiables. We're shifting gears a bit here because these specific logistical rules, they are completely unforgiving. You've got to get this right.
Okay, here is the absolute golden rule of IELTS. The passport is your single most important document. It has to be the original, and the name you register with must match it exactly. Seriously, listen to your big sister on this one. Expired passports? Not accepted. Photocopies? Usually banned entirely. Avoid the most common pitfalls. Do not type in an incorrect passport number, literally never use a nickname instead of your official legal name, and make absolutely sure you aren't uploading some blurry, unclear passport scan. Once your passport is all sorted, it's time to pay. Now, fees will vary depending on your country, the exam format, and the test provider. You can typically pay via debit or credit cards, net banking, or even UPI in some regions. But here is my urgent reminder to you. Save every single piece of confirmation data you receive. Save your payment confirmation, your registration receipt, and that confirmation email. You really need those candidate numbers, the reporting time, and the venue details safely stored and read very, very carefully. Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking, but what if an emergency happens? Can I change my exam date later? Okay. Take a deep breath. Yes, rescheduling and even cancellations are allowed under certain conditions. But be aware, strict deadlines exist and extra charges will usually apply. The exact cancellation policies totally depend on the provider, so always check their specific rules. All right, let's jump to Section 3, Surviving Exam Day, the Gauntlet. I'm going to act as your personal guide through this very strict environment so you know exactly what's expected of you. So here's how your morning will flow. You need to arrive at the center 60 minutes before your reporting time. Do not cut this close. Late entry is often just simply not allowed. About 45 to 60 minutes before, they're going to start identity verification. And when you enter, expect the security to be highly thorough. We're talking biometric scans, and they might even take your photograph right there at the center. Okay, let's talk about what stays home. The list of banned items is completely non-negotiable. No mobile phones, no smartwatches, no notes, no books, no electronic gadgets, and absolutely no bags in restricted areas. Just leave it all behind. So what should you bring? Literally just your original passport, a transparent water bottle if the center allows it, and your allowed stationery if you're taking the paper-based test. That's it. Once you finally get inside the hall, the atmosphere is pretty intense. You absolutely must follow the invigilator's instructions carefully. There is zero communicating with other candidates. If you need assistance, simply raise your hand. Manage your timing smartly. And remember, breaking any exam rules can instantly lead to warnings, cancellation of your scores, or even total disqualification. They really do not mess around here. Phew, take a breath. You've made it safely to your desk. Let's look at Section 4, Strategies for the Section's The Execution. I really want to reassure you that with the right strategies, you can absolutely handle the academic pressure of taking the test. Okay, here are some quick-fire strategies for your written sections. During the listening test, if you happen to miss an answer, stay completely calm and immediately focus on the next question. Do not dwell on it. For reading, manage your passage timing carefully. Don't spend way too much time agonizing over one single question. And for writing, always plan before you write and continuously track your time. Just keep moving forward. Now, your speaking test might happen on the exact same day, or it could be scheduled for another day entirely. When you go in for it, just speak naturally. Honestly, treat it like a natural conversation. Maintain good eye contact, completely avoid any memorized answers, and above all, do not panic if you make a small mistake. Even native speakers stumble, right? Just correct yourself smoothly and keep the conversation flowing. And just like that, the really hard part is over. Section 5, Results and Final Checklist. The resolution. Let's talk about crossing that finish line, getting your scores, and moving on to your brilliant future plans. You can check your results online using your candidate number and passport details. Remember earlier when we noted that computer-based results usually arrive faster? Well, this is where that pays off. Also, universities can receive official electronic score reports directly. And hey, if you're planning to study abroad after conquering the IELTS, you should definitely explore admissions guidance, scholarships, and pathway programs with Amity Online Study Abroad. It's a really great next step to look into. Before we completely wrap up, let's quickly review the absolute biggest exam day mistake students make. It's usually forgetting their passports, reaching the center late, panicking right before the exam, ignoring invigilator instructions, mismanaging their time, or carrying restricted items. See, preparation isn't just academic. Remembering your passport actually matters just as much as remembering your grammar rules. So, my final question to you is this. Are you logistically ready for your exam day? Please don't wait until the last minute. Go check the official booking website for available test dates right now, verify your passport's expiration date today, and create your own personal checklist. Understanding this process is the secret to feeling calm and performing so much better under pressure. Thank you for joining me in this explainer. Now go secure that calm, confident victory.